All right, guys, so I want to react to this video that is going viral. It is a video that really makes me sad. And the reason why it makes me sad is because so it seems that there's just a certain class of people who have this perpetual and permanent victimhood status, and they see everything, any little interaction with them, as some sort of attack against them because of their skin color, because they may or may not have a vagina, because they may or may not like to sleep with people of the same sex, because they may or may not like their genitalia. No matter what, they're going to cry victimhood. And it's gotten to the point now where even if you give one of these individuals a compliment, right? You compliment them. You say, hey, I like something about you. Apparently, that is a microaggression. Apparently, that is something that is making some people uncomfortable. And again, it's videos like this, man, that I'm just, honestly, I'm just sick and tired of seeing it, right? I'm sick and tired of this. This is just, it's to the point when it's like, do you want to be a part of society or what, right? Do you want to be a normal person or what, okay? Because I'm not sure if some people actually want to be a normal person. They want special rights and privileges, okay? So I actually want to go ahead and play this clip so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. This woman posted this video on TikTok in which she is leaving work, okay? And, you know, she gets compliments on her hair, and she changes her hair a lot, okay? She happens to be black, so we already know what's going on here with her hair, okay? And she gets triggered by the security guard complimenting her hair on the way out, and she decided to record it because it happens often, right? So she decides to pop off on the security guard, giving her a compliment for clicks and likes on the internet because, boo-hoo, black women so oppressed, we get too many compliments on our hair, right? So without further ado, let's play the clip.
In the front. Yeah.
Hey, love, how are you?
See, how are you? She came in with pretty curls, now she's coming
Can
out
you
with-
please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I think it's beautiful.
I know, but like as a black person, to me, it feels like a microaggression. I deal with it all the time at work, and you can make that face.
I do the same thing.
I know. I'm just saying, I'm telling you how it makes me feel. Everyone's different, but personally, if you like the hair, oh, pretty hair. You don't have to like clarify that it was different each and every time because it makes me uncomfortable.
I just like the way you change.
I know this. I'm not looking for any excuses. It's just, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? This woman says, PSA, stop pointing out black women for wearing wigs/weaves. If you like their hair, just say and leave it at that. And again, it don't matter your intention, it's the impact. Incredible stuff. So obviously you got, you know, soul sisters that are co-signing this, right? And they're replying to this and they're saying,
See, how are you? She came in with pretty curls, now she's coming
Can
out
you
with-
please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I really do love this video because the amount of times that I have gotten the same statements from people who are not black is, oh my God, your hair's so pretty. Oh my God, your hair's so long. Oh my God, your hair grew, or what? How did you do that with your hair? And it's fine to be curious. It really is. There's nothing wrong with it. My only thing is, if you're a person that consistently sees me, you at this point know that I'm black and that I like to style my hair, change it, weaves, sew-ins, box braids, all different types of stuff. So it's one thing to be curious, but it's also another thing to constantly say something about how it's changed when you can just give a compliment and say it's pretty and you like it. That's it. That's it.
yeah, so I want you guys to understand what's going on here, right? The society that these people want, okay? Apparently, you're not allowed to compliment black women on their hair, right? And, you know, black women tend to change their hairstyles every single day, okay? And somebody is appreciating the diversity and, you know, the fact that you put so much effort into taking care of your hair and the different styles of your hair. Somebody appreciating that and giving you a compliment and noticing that you're doing that. And, you know, it's funny to me, like, what reason are you doing that, right? Like, obviously you're doing that because you want attention, right? You may be doing it for yourself, but generally you're doing it for attention. You're doing it so people can see it and so that you can look pretty, right? You're getting the attention that you desire, but yet you're still mad, right? You're still mad and upset. Now, I want you guys to understand, when black women feel like people don't see them as beautiful, they're mad, right? But when you compliment a black woman and tell her how beautiful she is and how, you appreciate the effort and the work that she puts into changing up her hair, apparently that makes her uncomfortable, right? Makes her uncomfortable. It's a microaggression. It's terrible. It's bad, right? It's some form of racism. Again, this is the society that these people want, and it's so frustrating. These are the same people that claim they want to be treated equally to everybody. I want to be treated like everybody else. But you don't, right? You don't. You want special rights and privileges. I want you guys to understand. You can't compliment a black woman on her hair. If you don't compliment her, then, you're putting down black women. You don't see black women as beautiful. You can't criticize a black person, or else, it's racist. It's automatically racist. Okay. Like, for example, there's this current storyline that's going on with Deion Sanders, who's the head coach of Colorado, and Jay Norvell, the head coach at Colorado State. They're playing each other. The head coach at Colorado State criticized Deion Sanders for wearing sunglasses inside or something like that. And, of course, the mainstream liberal media had to make it racial because Jay Norvell is white and Deion Sanders is black.
And I sat down with ESPN today, and I don't care if they hear it in Boulder. I told them I took my hat off and I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. So,
Clark back with us now. Ryan, what's your reaction to the Colorado State coach's comments?
I'm trying to figure out who those dummies are that are clapping in the background. And he says that's what his mother taught him. To say that's what your mother taught you is to say that you feel like Deion's mother didn't teach him correctly. And so now we're venturing into how men are parented. Right, so that's what we do as college coaches. That's the example that we're setting for the young men in our locker rooms. And while he's worried about the way that Deion wears his hat or wears his glasses, he should be more worried about not letting teams like Washington State put up 50 on him. This now starts to venture into culture. This now starts to venture into ethnicity and upbringing.
Yeah, so again, those comments that head coach made were probably not the smartest comments in the world, right? It probably means they're going to get blown out by 50 or 60 points. But I don't think it had anything to do with race, okay? I definitely don't think they were, smart comments, but I don't think race had much to do with it. But then again, this is what you deal with, right? If you criticize a black person, that's racist, okay? If you fire a black person, that's racist. If you don't let black women steal, that's racist.
Can we talk about Peckham real quick? Because I can see some people have lost their godforsaken minds, criminalizing this black woman who's being strangled by this Asian shopkeeper for wanting replacement goods for unfit products that she had returned. Let's get into it. The only stealing I see here is by this Asian shopkeeper who allegedly does not give refunds or exchanges for unfit products, but yet keeps his customers' money. The violent misogynoir present here is this Asian shopkeeper who hits this black woman first. He pushes her and then he hits her hard just near her face. She returns it to sender and then he proceeds to strangle her. And then one of the unconscionable things amongst many in the backlash against her are the people who are criminalizing her for defending herself against this assault. Yet they use the same energy to defend him for strangling her. And to crown it all off is the injustice of the police arresting her, but not him. Talk about misogynoir personified. For those who are calling her a thief for picking up replacement products, I do understand that common sense is in short supply. But if you could apply a degree of deductive reasoning and a seasoning of common sense, I would be ever so grateful. Even the shopkeeper confirmed that the woman picked up replacement products to replace the unfit products she had already paid for and returned back to the store. What does that tell you? She's paid for the products. What does it tell you? He already has her money. So what can it not be? She cannot be stealing. Now, do I think that she can walk out of the store with replacement products in the absence of an agreement to exchange? Of course not. But you do realize that the backlash against this Asian shopkeeper is not about his refund, no refund policy, but about the fact that he strangled a black woman. But if you think that taking replacement products to replace unfit products is stealing when he already has the money, then you're obtuse. If you think he was right to do so, to strangle her and assault her, please crawl back into your mother.
Yeah, so again, stopping a black woman from stealing from your shop is a form of bigotry. Okay, if you lock a black person up, if you throw them in jail for stealing, okay, or committing a crime, that's also racist as well too. Again, it's almost as if, you know, you have people who just don't want to be treated normally, right? You don't want to be treated like normal, everyday people would be treated, right? Again, you can't give a compliment. You can't criticize, okay? You can't do anything or say anything to certain people without it being a problem, right? You can't act normally. And that's not the society that anybody should want, right? I don't care what type of victimhood group you're part of. You should not want to be treated differently, right? You should not want to be handled with kid gloves. People have to think 3 and 4 times before they even give you a compliment because they're afraid that you might be butthurt about it. Again, it's just, it blows my mind. Like, I don't want to live in a world where black people can't be criticized because they're black. Okay, I don't want to live in a world where they're saying that black people can't be arrested for crimes and we're supposed to just let them take over these cities because arresting them is racist. Throwing them in jail is racist. I don't want to live in that type of world. And I'm black, right? I mean, it would benefit me as a black person to advocate for all these special rights and privileges. However, I just don't feel good advocating for these things because I want to be treated normally, right? I want to be criticized and I want people to say what they actually think. And I don't want them to have to think twice because of my skin color, right? Because they think I might be offended. Okay, that's not how I want to live life. Okay, that doesn't mean that I want to be openly disrespected, but I'm just saying I value people's freedom of speech and the ability for them to speak their mind. And I don't want to hinder people because they might hurt my feelings because of my skin color, right? I don't want special rights and privileges to become my skin color. I want to be treated the same as everybody, right? I want people to be able to openly criticize me regardless of my race, right? I don't want special protections. I don't need it, right? But again, you know, I guess I'm in the minority here. Right? I guess I am. I'm just saying, I don't understand these people. I really don't. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.